Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News Today, the channel where we focus on what's actually happening on the ground in Iraq, separate fact from speculation, and give you clear, calm insight during moments when headlines are moving fast. Today, there is major news coming out of Iraq, and while some of it is being exaggerated online, there are real developments that deserve serious attention, especially for anyone watching Iraq's economy, financial reforms, and currency direction. Over the past several days, Iraq has been at the center of renewed discussions involving monetary stability, banking reform, and government coordination with international financial institutions. These discussions are not isolated events. They are part of a longer reform process that has been unfolding quietly, step by step, rather than through sudden announcements. What makes today significant is the convergence of political messaging, economic policy signals, and administrative action, all happening within a narrow window of time. One of the most important aspects of today's developments is the tone coming from Iraqi officials. Instead of defensive or reactive language, statements are increasingly focused on stability, compliance, and long-term confidence. This shift matters. It signals that Iraq is less focused on short-term fixes and more concerned with building credibility in the global financial system. That credibility is essential for banking normalization, trade settlements, and future currency confidence. The Central Bank of Iraq continues to emphasize control over monetary flows, transparency in foreign exchange operations, and enforcement of regulations aimed at preventing misuse of the dollar system. These efforts are not dramatic on the surface, but they are foundational. A currency cannot strengthen or stabilize without trust in the system that supports it. Today's news reinforces that Iraq understands this reality and is acting accordingly. Another major development is the ongoing coordination between Iraq's government, its financial institutions, and international partners. Iraq is under pressure to modernize its banking sector, reduce cash dependency, and align with international standards. These are not optional steps. They are requirements for deeper integration into the global economy. The fact that these conversations are now public and consistent suggests forward momentum rather than delay. There is also increased focus on internal economic balance. Iraq is working to manage inflation, control import costs, and protect purchasing power for citizens. While the dinar remains under pressure, the government is signaling that instability is not acceptable as a permanent condition. That message alone is meaningful, even if outcomes take time to materialize. Many viewers are asking whether today's news points to immediate currency change. The responsible answer is no sudden shift has been officially announced. However, responsible analysis does not mean dismissing progress. Structural change happens quietly, then becomes visible only after systems are ready. Today's news suggests preparation, not conclusion. Another key point often overlooked is timing. Iraq is balancing internal reforms with regional and global conditions. Oil markets, regional security, international trade routes, and geopolitical tensions all influence decision-making. The fact that Iraq is continuing reform discussions despite external pressure indicates commitment rather than hesitation. It is also worth noting that misinformation thrives during moments like this. As legitimate news emerges, exaggerated claims quickly follow. That does not invalidate the real developments taking place. It simply means viewers must remain disciplined and verify sources. Major change does not require secret meetings or urgent invitations. It requires policy, law, and infrastructure. From a long-term perspective, today's developments support the idea that Iraq is positioning itself for greater financial predictability. Predictability is what attracts investment, stabilizes currency demand, and supports reform. Sudden shocks may generate headlines, but steady policy generates results. For holders watching closely, the most important takeaway is this: today's news strengthens the foundation, not the finish line. Foundations are not exciting, but they are essential. Without them, nothing sustainable can be built. As Iraq continues tightening controls, upgrading systems, and coordinating internationally, the direction becomes clearer, even if the destination is not yet announced. Patience is not passive, it is strategic. This channel will continue monitoring official statements, verified data, and institutional actions, not rumors or countdowns. When real change occurs, it will be visible across systems, not whispered in messages. Thank you for trusting Iraqi Dinar News Today as your source for calm, grounded analysis. If this update helped clarify what today's major news actually means, support the channel by liking and subscribing, and share this with others who may be feeling overwhelmed by conflicting information. Staying informed, patient, and cautious is how you stay ahead. I'll see you in the next update.